have a final in San Francisco. Seahawks 19, San Francisco 49ers 3. Let's take you through the action. As we showed you there, Jim Harbaugh getting ready for the game. He always has his hat, but he didn't have it there because he lost it on the American flag during the national.
He confused, like he doesn't know what's going on.
Hey, I don't know.
Well, Richard Sherman wasn't confused tonight. Here we go, Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, he was confused too. Jim Harbaugh's confusion rubbed off on his quarterback here in the first quarter.
It was a bad pass. He threw the ball inside, and you don't do that against Sherman. You know he's going to take that right out of the sky. Great ball skills, and he played receiver.
Yeah.
So he attacks the football every time.
Well, this is, I think Colin's fifth start versus Seattle. Richard Sherman now has 4 interceptions against him. He just might want to leave 25 alone.
And then Russell Wilson gets going on offense. Doug Baldwin, a gain of 24 yards. It's first and goal.
Angry
Seahawks.
Yeah.
All right, 2 plays later, second and goal. Wilson hits Robert Turbin.
Well, hey, listen, they do it in all sorts of ways. We see the shots down the field. We see Russell scrambling around. That was ball in and out of his hands. Turbin did the rest.
That was off the turnover.
Absolutely.
Seahawks capitalize. They lead 7-0. Here we go on the second.
Evade the defender.
Got to be under control when you rush Russell Wilson because he's so good at moving in the pocket.
Yeah.
And Tony Moeaki, not as good moving, but he's
Turbin
going.
catches him from 20 yards out. He's got to score that one.
Someone needs to teach Tony to look in the big screen. Don't look back. So you look in the big screen to see where they're chasing you.
He's not used to running that far.
It's been a while. NBC, Amber, had a shot clock on that run around. I think Russell was at about like 7.2 seconds when he finally delivered that ball.
And the best part is Pete Carroll doesn't even bother to challenge on this play. He's like, yeah, I know my guy. It was at the 1. He was a little slow. It was short.
It's funny. That angle right there looks like might have been worth the challenge because guess what? Now the highlight reel or the low light reel goes on. A couple straight plays. They don't get in, Willie.
Yeah, and Smith didn't even need a helmet to get it done. I mean, the defense for the San Francisco 49ers, this drive right here and what they did inside the red zone, stopping the Seattle Seahawks, you got to give them a credit for playing tough. Anytime a team like this who can punch the ball in a lot of different ways, doesn't get in the end zone.
All right, so the defense comes up big, but how about the offense? Colin Kaepernick with a rough first half in the first quarter.
Nowhere to go. I mean, they had a smothering defense, was able to get the pass rush going.
He's been sacked more than anybody else in the NFL, by the way. In the second quarter, he misses his receiver.
Yeah, well, this became kind of the consistent story throughout the night. You know, Colin just had a more rough night than usual. Richard Sherman almost has interception number 2.
And he's throwing in the coverage right there. I mean, it's 3 guys standing around in the seat.
Yeah, take another look there.
Well, and you see Richard's eyes. You know, he's not even worried about Lloyd. He's just saying, okay, where's Colin? Colin's going to tell me where he's going with this ball. He breaks late, almost gets interception number 2. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the third quarter. The Seahawks are leading 13-0. Marshawn Lynch with the handoff, and Chris Borland, get off me.
Yeah, that's Borland in the open field. Couldn't bring down Marshawn Lynch. He's very elusive, great feet, but he's a powerful runner. So you can't dive off the diving board.
Well,
you got to come up and grab.
He gives you that dead leg, too, that you just kind of fly off of.
You got to try to grab claw.
Paul Richardson gets in the end zone, but Robert Turbin is called for offensive pass interference.
Yeah,
It's like a little rub route right here.
You get a yard, Willie. So you get a yard to kind of bump it and push guys out of the way. They don't want extension of the arms, and he did both. Too deep downfield, extended that right arm. It's going to get called every time.
I'm surprised you defended that.
Well, I'm just saying. I've seen Wes Welker run it 1,000 times. You just got to do it the right way.
Yeah.
2 plays later, hit from behind by Justin Smith, and the Seahawks settle for another field goal. It is 16-0.
Give this defense credit. You know, red zone defense, they were stellar tonight.
In the fourth quarter,
Don't do it, Colin.
he did it.
Yeah.
And Richard Sherman was there for his second interception of the game.
I've got no coaching for him on this, Willie.
Well, you got to throw the football away. I mean, I know he's trying to make a play and he wants something to happen, but that's not the right situation. And you got to make good decisions. And right here, you throw the football away.
See, that's what's scary to me because Colin's running and sees that Richard is in front of his wide receiver and yet still throws the ball low and inside. It just doesn't make sense to me.
All right, so we have a final score of 19-3.